Welcome to Gen X Unfiltered, where three Gen Xers dig through the emotional junk drawer of life
and turn it into an unhinged group chat about everything from pop culture and personal growth to the stuff we never really unpacked.
If you've ever been told to toughen up but now cried out in commercials, you're our people.
Today we're talking about Happy Gilmore, the movie that taught us golf is way more fun when you treat it like hockey and threaten everyone on the course.
It's the classic tale of a guy with anger issues, a grandma in peril, and a pro golfer who somehow made eating finger sandwiches look evil.
And yes, we watched Happy Gilmore 2 on Netflix, so you don't have to. But honestly, it's like reuniting with an old friend. If that friend had aged weirdly, talked too much about the past, and still wanted to fight Shooter McGavin.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gen X Unfiltered, the podcast.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Steve, Eric, how are you?
Doing awesome, thanks.
I'm doing good, thanks.
This is our second podcast back from vacation, and I feel like my vocal cords are getting warmed up.
They're just getting started.
We're just getting started, baby.
They're a little tired because we just shot another video, and I'm not used to doing two in a row. It's been a little 2-week vacation.
You just said you're getting warmed up. Are you tired?
Well,
Those extra five words in between, that was
You're,
it.
you're good, you're not good. I don't know where we are anymore.
Look, I don't know. I'm confused too. I want to be back on vacation.
Yeah, me too.
That would be
But
nice.
That's not the real
Gonna
world.
get the lottery win, baby.
Yeah. But like we said in the opening, we are talking about Happy Gilmore 2, which was recently released on Netflix. We're going to do a really brief, Happy Gilmore for anybody who doesn't know it, just sort of some point form facts about it.
Yeah.
But we're mostly going to talk about Happy Gilmore 2 during this podcast because,
Yeah.
that's
It's
just
brand new. It's
what
out.
we're
It's
here for.
everywhere. Yeah.
So Happy Gilmore, some key facts was it was released on February 16th, 1996. So it was the 30th anniversary, which was kind of, I guess, it was February, but
96, man.
30 years ago. I'm guessing that's why number 2 came out because it was like 30 years.
Yeah,
Yay.
I assume so, yeah.
The writer, Adam Sandler, wrote it with Tim Hurley. Okay. And the director was Dennis Duggan. So that's the facts I have for you. Thanks to my fancy list. No, I'm just kidding.
This is why I proofread. Next time I got to remember to read these things again.
No, there's a plot summary. Happy Gilmore. Shut up.
Like, what a summary here. Written by a few people and
Maybe
directed.
somebody wants to know who directed it, okay?
It's good facts. Keep going.
Happy Gilmore, a failed hockey player with a powerful slap shot, discovers he can drive a golf ball like no one else. He enters the PGA tour to win money to save his grandmother's house from foreclosure. His aggressive attitude and hockey-style antics clash with the traditional golf world. Main rival is Shooter McGavin, an arrogant, rule-abiding pro golfer. And really quickly, I'm going to do the main characters who were in the first one because a lot of them came back for the second one. So the first one, Adam Sandler, was obviously Happy Gilmore. Christopher McDonald was Shooter McGavin. Julie Bowen was Virginia Venett. Carl Weathers was Chubbs Peterson.
On Chubbs.
Let me just look at my list. Hold on. Bob Barker, cameo as himself. Iconic fistfight scene. So a couple of notable moments. Woo! Of number 1. The Bob Barker fight.
Classic.
Happy's hockey slap style of driving the ball. The mini golf training montage with Chubbs. Repeated catchphrase, tap it in, just tap it in.
Tap it in.
I will say I 100% tried the Happy Gilmore swing at some point golfing.
I think everybody has.
And did horrible with it.
So really quickly before we go, the legacy of number 1, a cult classic and one of Adam Sandler's most beloved roles. I don't know who gave that title, but apparently it was one of his most beloved roles.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly.
Helped solidify Sandler's post-SNL film career, inspire golf fans and many players. Many pros have referenced it, quoted frequently in pop culture. So that's the very, very, very overview of number 1. Like I said, 99% of you guys listening to this have probably heard of it or seen it.
Oh, yeah. 100% I've never seen it. I'm assuming I saw it in the movie theater. I don't remember specifically, but I must have.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go right into number 2 because that's what we're mainly talking about.
Yeah, so that's a little synopsis of number 1 for anyone who hasn't seen it, but let's go into number 2.
So, okay, very briefly, I think we should each, because I don't want to forget let's each of us take the stage and have 30 seconds to kind of give your instinctual thoughts or feelings you had after you watched the second one. I can go first.
Okay.
Please go into it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you guys looked a little confused, so I'll lead the way.
I just wondered if you were going to get your thoughts on first one or second one. So yeah, go
Well,
on.
no, on the second one. Like
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
done talking about the first one unless we're referencing it. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But we're
Okay.
here for the second one. So
Yeah.
I went into this. I rewatched the first one because I don't remember if I'd ever seen it. I don't think I had. So I watched the first one, and then right after I watched the second one. As the second one started, I was like, okay, like I can see where they're going. They went with some of the nostalgia. They went with a lot of references from the first one, like for that, nostalgia factor. This, like, it is what it is, right? It's a slapstick comedy, so I wasn't expecting like Academy Award performance.
Yeah.
But very quickly or halfway through the movie, it changed, and I was like, whoa, like this didn't need to be as much as it was. If you had just kept it more simple and shorter, I feel like it would have hit the mark of what you were trying to do. But about halfway through it, they turned it into this big, extravagant, like there was so many cameos, which were just like unnecessary. It was just, it just felt like it was way too long, and they tried too hard halfway through. If they had just like kept it how they were at the beginning, I feel like it would have hit the mark. But that was me. What about you, Eric?
I thought this movie was absolutely hot garbage. I thought it was terrible. I thought it referenced the first movie way too much. It couldn't stand on its own. And I think everything about it just fell short. Like the plot was weak. The characters didn't feel like the same. And really, it just felt stale. Like the first Happy Gilmore, when you watched it, it felt really like fresh. There was a lot of like really quotable moments happened, a lot of like memorable moments. There wasn't really a lot of memorable scenes in the second one, and it really felt like when I knew this movie was going to go south hard was when it like did a reference to the first movie and did a flashback to the movie to go with it. So even like the reference on its own wasn't good enough. They had to actually show the clip from the first movie. I'm like, oh, this is going to be rough.
Can I
This
ask
is gonna be a
you,
rough watch.
before Steve gives his thoughts, can I ask you a question about something you just said?
Yeah, sure.
So when you said that, oh my God, my train of thought just lost. No, you said that, oh my God, I totally forgot. Steve, continue. Oh my God, I can't remember. I literally had it on the tip of my tongue.
Let's take a pause on Kells. Let's go to Steve.
Okay, Steve, give me your thoughts.
It was tough. I thought I was going to hate it more than I did. I don't know. It was hard. It's hard to say. Like, it definitely, the second half was way too much.
Yeah.
I really liked the idea of it. I thought it was
Yeah.
actually really good. I really liked the whole, obviously he was talking about live golf and that whole,
Yeah.
but it was just way too over the top. It was just like stupid.
Yeah.
And it just, I didn't mind the first half of it. I actually didn't mind it, but it got way too kind of off the rails and stupid. They tried to squeeze in so much of it. It felt like too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably watch it again, I think, maybe, but it's almost to me, it's like, it's in the vein of like the grown-ups type stuff.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
they tried to make it more safe.
Yeah.
There's very little swearing, whatever, I don't really care, but like they don't swear at all.
No.
Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore was written by a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
This was written by a 55-year-old father, family man, and you could definitely tell.
Oh, yeah.
And they're just two
I
very
think
different
it's-
movies.
I think that's what I mean when I felt it felt stale. Like the Happy Gilmore character worked because he was like young. It was the contrast, right?
Yeah.
He was a young field hockey player who didn't fit in the golf world.
Yeah.
And that whole premise doesn't work when he's like 55 years old and like a successful golfer.
But here's
Yeah.
my question. My question that I just thought of that Eric was talking about. Like, okay, it's a twofold question. So you said that the jokes didn't hit right or they weren't the same. But do you think it's because they tried to do the same type of comedy that was really popular in all the movies in the 90s now? Where you're older, so you're not in your 20s thinking it's like, the poop and fart jokes are as funny. I mean, you still do, but you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, this isn't about me.
no, but I'm asking you though,
Yeah.
like, is it because of that? Or is it because you were expecting the movie to be like when Adam Sandler was 28 and that kind of thing? And he's not, do you think,
Okay, I think that's probably part of it. I think like I really want Adam Sandler to be the guy he was in 1996.
No, and that's...
he's not.
He can't. It's not fair to ask him to
No,
do
and
that either.
that's to me, that was the
Yeah.
big, like I said, even just the jokes. If you watch it, whenever they swear, they would never say the full word. I don't know if you
No.
guys noticed
No.
that.
But
They're
they
like,
also
oh,
were-
shit.
They made it really safe. Yeah.
Yeah,
But there
and
was
it's-
also could be because A, it was on Netflix, B, they wanted a larger audience. Like
well,
it
I'm
could
sure
have
it's
been
all
all
that.
stuff.
Yeah, but it's also, again, I do think it's, again, because it was this edgy, ready to drop the gloves, maybe beat the shit out of
Him and Bob Barker got in the
kicked his
fight.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't believe Bob Barker did that. God bless him for
That was
it. It was
amazing.
great.
Yeah.
But yeah, to do that as a 20-year-old, but now he's I don't even know how old Adam Sandler. He's got to be pushing
He's
60.
55.
He is 50?
56. I Googled him.
Okay, so
Okay.
he's getting close. So yeah, so it's a weird dichotomy of trying to bring this character back.
But you also have to remember, like, his character was like, so in the original one, he was 28. And because he makes reference to how he's 58 in this one, right?
Yeah.
So it was 30 years gone by. But like a 58-year-old, and I think that's where Eric might be like, it's hard to not wrap your brain around, but you're thinking of the 28-year-old version of the movie. But now he's doing a 58-year-old version of the movie. And a 58-year-old, I mean, they still did have a little bit of the like him being the like bruiser guy where he threw the guy in the lobster tank, right?
Yeah.
Like he had the hot temper, right?
Yeah, he
But
had
he's
a hot
also like
temper.
a raging alcoholic.
Right,
But
Yeah.
but and that's also realistic too, because like in 30 years, I mean, is it crazy that his life ended up that way? Like, no. I mean, he was at the height of his career. He was married. He has kids. His wife. I mean, the way his wife died was cheesy, but whatever.
Yeah.
But then, like, he becomes an alcoholic, and then he ultimately is just living for his kids, and he wants to do everything for his kids. So it's like, I think it just might be like hard to separate the like 30 years ago versus a movie
I
about.
think so. And some of the story just didn't hit with me. Like he got good at golf again real fast.
Maybe he just never lost it. But same in the first one.
No,
I mean, he had
Yeah,
the
the-
slap shot.
He had more of a training montage and more of
Right.
a rise to becoming a good golfer in the first one. Like his first tournaments, like he wasn't making the cut and he was just barely making the cut. And then in this movie, he did, he went like one round on a municipal golf course,
Yeah.
and then he got his swing back, and
But-
soon enough he was back on the.
Do you
the
really
tour again.
think that that's super unrealistic, though? I mean, if you're a pro athlete,
I think
at
it's a more
whatever,
interesting story if there's more of a struggle for him to get back to form.
But the whole point of so wind it back a little bit for anybody who hasn't seen
I
it,
was
because
gonna
we
say,
never get a
maybe
plot thing.
I was gonna say maybe we should do a quick little like
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
synopsis
do-
of this, what the movie was
So
about.
I'm going to do the plot summary, really point form. Happy Gilmore's back, older, slightly more mature, now coaching a young, hot-headed golfer with talent and zero patience. When Shooter McGavin resurfaces as a celebrity commentator turned villain, because of course he does, the old rivalry reignites on the senior tour. So, but I guess that was a very
That was
bad plot
terrible.
summary.
That was- that
was
But
not even
I'm just
close.
going to say
Yeah.
really quickly, like in the first one, he was playing golf to win money to buy his grandma's house. In this one, his wife has died. His daughter's a professional dancer. It's going to cost $300,000 for her to go to a pro school. So he's broke because he spent all his money because his wife
living in
died.
his grandmother's old house.
Living in his
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So he is trying to earn money. So it's the same concept. You want a
It-
big chunk of money quickly, and so
Yeah,
he
yeah,
falls
yeah.
back to golf. But
Yeah.
the interesting part is though, because it was a struggle, because his wife died by him hitting her in
He
the head
hit her
with
with
a golf ball.
one of his tee shots killed his wife,
So
and
he
he gave
was-
up the game.
Gave up the game, like he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a struggle, but he ended up doing it for his daughter. So like, I mean,
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, like I sounded like Steve kind of had the same thought process I did. The first half I feel like was on track to be what it is, right? Like it was good. They had some
Well, 'cause
throwbacks.
they're trying to make it they're trying to make it funny, but they're trying to go for a little bit of that sappiness with the dead wife and stuff, and that,
Yeah.
with his kids and stuff, and the
Yeah.
dad
But
going,
I should also say, like, we're going to be giving spoilers. I mean,
oh yeah,
whatever.
spoilers. Just
Yeah.
if you haven't watched it, then
But also, I think the whole when he was in that tournament was just way too long.
Yeah,
yeah, the whole
that was way too
the
long.
live or whatever they call it, maxi golf.
Maxi Golf, which was their version of Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like a ridiculously over the top version. I get it's a
Yeah.
billionaire, so the guy's obviously got money to, which was the whole thing. The guy's got money to waste.
Which in
and
and itself, I think it was fine, but just it was way too long. It
that
was
could
like
have
half the
been
movie.
that could have been his own movie.
Yeah.
Like just that part of it.
So it's
Yeah,
like, okay,
exactly.
well, how much? Like, it's literally they went through every 7 holes because it was 7 holes, and then there was like hijinks that happened on every one. It was like, dude,
Yeah.
we could have just,
Well, they're like crazy ones, like the one that like golfing on ice
yeah.
Golfing on
and
in a
like
snowstorm, and
yeah,
then
snowstorm. They had like the last hole, like the
the green was
green like raised up, like
it
a
rotated.
Big, like, it
Yeah,
was, like,
yeah. I mean, that was the
a
point of the.
teeter-totter
But that
balance
was
beam
the
and-
new golf league, right? It
Well,
was
that's what
supposed to
they're
be
trying to say.
extreme
Golf is boring and
right.
Yeah,
So like that's fine. I just think like the cameo, like Eminem was in it. Like okay,
Yeah.
Like,
Actually,
so
I
weird.
thought it was pretty funny.
yeah.
No, he was.
He
But
did
I'm
actually
just
do a good
saying.
job, sound like Joe Flaherty.
It's actually pretty true.
Jackass.
John Daly was in it.
John Daly was great
John
in that
Daly was
movie.
actually like a high point in this movie.
I thought he
for
was
me.
great in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because John Daly is a fucking character. Again,
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
exactly.
follow him on Instagram, you see what he's up to. It's
Yeah.
like,
I'll say the John Daly character did work pretty good.
yeah, I thought he was a great choice
Yeah.
for who he was and what he was doing.
Yeah, exactly. I think that one of the core things for me was just that I cared more about the Happy Gilmore character in the first movie because I think I found him trying to get his grandma's house back a more like identifiable, like or honorable like goal or whatever.
Yeah.
And him getting his daughter to ballet school in Paris didn't seem so.
Eric is
It
savage.
didn't seem so like, it's like, I don't care if his daughter goes to Paris for ballet school.
What?
Yeah, I could give two shits. I'm sorry.
Okay, but like that aside, like the fact that like his wife died, so he was the sole provider for 5 kids. He
Yeah.
blew all his money because
But-
he was in grief and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And all his daughter wanted, like he wanted to help her achieve her. What?
Yeah, I just found that not to be as interesting or like, I didn't feel so sympathetic to that.
But grandma didn't pay her taxes. You were more sympathetic to that.
Well, yeah, grandma needs her house.
I don't know. I mean, I think that didn't bother me. The reason why he was trying to get the money, that didn't bother me. Now, the things that I thought were over the top, and that just might be because I'm not really like a 90s comedy, like the slapsticky stuff. Like, it can be very grating, but like all his sons, like they played doofuses, but like, they were a
Yeah.
loving family. And the one thing that was annoying, speaking like how Eric said there was too many like flashbacks and stuff, but the one thing I thought was super annoying was the overuse of the like thrusting objects to look like you're humping things and have a penis. I was like, dude,
like the bag out in the grocery store
Well,
and
'cause
stuff.
but everything.
Well, because that
the
was
first one.
They
I
did
get
the first
it.
one was funny, but
Yeah.
All
some of
the
those jokes was like they
time.
go back to that well again,
Yeah.
again,
If
and
they
again,
had
and
did it
again.
once, it would have been like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Like at the beginning when they did it with the sons. But then all
Yeah.
through the movie, I was like, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, this is funny. Let's do it again." Yeah, they're trying to
no,
pay homage to the first one, which is fine, but it's
Now-
sometimes less is more.
I'm
Yeah.
going to be honest. I'm the opposite of Eric. I felt more sympathy for the Happy Gilmore character in the second one than the first one. The first one, I thought he just needed a good swift kick in the dick because he was kind of an asshole.
he was a
He
bit of an
was, yeah,
asshole.
yeah.
But
But
like-
he was a funnier asshole.
Well,
than in
yeah,
the
it was
second
funnier.
one.
But in the
Yeah.
second one, maybe it's because I'm a girl, I don't know, but like I sympathized more with him in the second one, and I wanted him to succeed more in the second one than the first one.
I guess I don't know. I don't feel the same.
And I mean,
No.
don't get me wrong. I don't think this movie was amazing. I'll probably never watch it again. But
No.
in a completely like just, non-biased opinion, I think that it was hitting the mark of what it was trying to do. And I think it just very quickly went,
Well, it's just again, I think it's so hard. It's been 30 years, so
Yeah.
was anyone asking for a Happy Gilmore sequel? I don't
think
know.
so.
Like, imagine they did a sequel to Billy Madison now. Like,
I would be surprised if that's next.
it would be terrible because, like,
Obviously,
he was
yeah.
such a stupid
Well-
it was hilarious,
Yeah.
and I love the movie.
but
But,
it
like,
wouldn't play 30 years later. How could he
No.
play that
well,
character?
that's what I'm saying. Like,
It would have to be like
It's-
his kid or something.
no.
And that's exactly that's where Happy Gilmore too should have gone. Is like maybe Happy Gilmore's more like in that mentorship role. There's
Yeah.
like a kid, his kid or some other kid.
Yeah,
is
whereas no,
trying
it was
to,
him trying to make the money. Yeah,
Yeah,
they tried
exactly.
to realize. Even just the fact that it was kind of like weird that. I get it, but like based on the way the first one ended, where he had won the money and just kind of didn't, whatever. But then
Yeah.
when it comes to the second one, all of a sudden he's won he was up there with like Tiger Woods is one of the greatest
Yeah,
golfers
he
of all
won like
time.
6 or 7 Masters and stuff.
Yeah, it was a little kind of over the top. Like
yeah,
he had a hell of a career. Apparently, he really learned how to putt. Like
yeah, exactly.
know.
So I did a bit of Googling while I was watching, and I mean, Adam Sandler in 2020 signed like a 4 or 5
He signed some
Netflix deal, yeah.
Netflix deal.
Yeah.
So that's why this came out, obviously.
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, all of his
I mean, it was
stuff's been on Netflix.
$250 million, man.
Oh, they want their money.
He's
yeah.
making
Yeah.
bank. He's worth like $250.
yeah, exactly. And like the Adam Sandler movies on Netflix do really well. They get a lot of views.
They do.
Oh yeah, I've watched
but I-
random ones all throughout the last few years. I'm
Yeah.
like, I watch that. I love watching That's My Boy every
Let's
year.
Oh, that's a good one.
watch
really
it, yeah.
quickly. Let's kind of like do a couple of like things so that we're not just giving all of our opinions because
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've given a lot of spoilers here as well for anyone who
Well,
hasn't seen
yeah,
this
but I
movie
mean,
yet,
clearly there's going to be spoilers. We
Yeah.
can't not have spoilers. And it's a slapstick comedy. I mean, really.
Ooh, yeah,
It's
you're
fine.
not. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not running the end of Sixth Sense or
So
something.
they had some
Bruce
returning.
Willis was dead.
No,
oh my god.
I'm trying to be serious.
Okay.
Oh,
You can
my
be
thing.
serious and Happy Gilmore.
Okay, listen. So the one thing that they did, which was great, I mean, it's Adam Sandler though, so I feel like a lot of people like I feel like from what I've read, he's a very good guy in the industry, so people do him favors too.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of returning cast, which I think made it better than if like nobody came back, then it would have been even worse.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they had obviously Adam Sandler. They had Shooter McGavin. He came back.
Yeah.
Julie Bowen as Virginia Bennett. Now she was dead, but she did come back for like flashbacks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I gotta talk about this character because I think this was the most pointless character. I think this was the most pointless character ever to bring back for the second one. Ben Stiller, like, dude, you don't need to be in this movie. You're fine. Go
He was
away.
in it a lot. I was surprised
I
at
know.
how much he was in it.
But it was so dumb. Like, he wasn't even like, I don't know. In the first one, I don't think he was a crazy character that I was like, oh, I wonder what he's doing.
No, that's the thing. In the first one, like he was just a funny little side
Yeah.
character. They
Yeah,
gave him
exactly.
a really big role here, which because it's Ben Stiller, so he's a
Yeah.
Which is
big
stupid,
name.
though.
He was extra motivation for Adam Sandler to win the golf tournament.
That was just the anger.
Yeah.
that was all
True,
it
but
was
like,
really
why
about.
did it was just weird. I mean, I
because
don't
his
know.
grandma was in danger because crazy Ben Stiller was like running the place.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
know, but I'm saying in the second one, like, I don't know why they had to bring him. Like, yeah, it was just
Just
weird.
because that was
Just
how
because he was in the first one.
That's
like,
how, no, but that's how he channeled his inner anger to finally beat all the other maxi
Oh,
golfers,
yeah.
right? When he
True,
saw
I
his face
guess.
on the ball and he smacked the shit out of it.
yeah.
True, I guess.
But it was a
Um,
big role for
Yeah.
what was a mid character in the first one.
Yeah.
They also had several cameos from PGA pros, athletes, and comedians.
Oh
so
god,
they
there was
mentioned
Oh my
tons
God.
of
like John Daly, Eminem. I can't even remember.
All the pros. There was like
Every pro.
like Jack Nicklaus, Tom, what's his name, Gary Player,
Fuzzy
Roy
Zeller was his
McElroy.
name.
Rory
Rory
McElroy.
McElroy,
McElroy.
Scottish Scheffler or whatever.
Scheffler, yeah.
Was the Bubba guy there?
Bubba Watson. I didn't see
I
Bubba
didn't
Watson.
They said
see him.
his
No, he
name.
went to. Yeah, I think he's in Live now, isn't he?
Oh, he's a live guy.
Did he go to Live?
What the hell's Liv?
That's the other golf. That's the maxi golf.
In real life,
In
live,
real life?
Oh.
live is the other golf tour.
They have
golf
an
league.
extreme golf league?
No, no,
in real
no,
life?
no.
It's not like that.
Oh.
It's
It's just like a rival.
it's a rival league
Yeah.
to the PGA, but it's like legitimate golf.
Oh, okay.
But they had like how many all the like different podcasters on like hot ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
like,
hot ones.
like all these different ones.
They
like,
also, we should mention that the daughter he's trying to raise money for is actually his daughter in real life.
Yeah,
And
the
her dance teacher is his wife in real life.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nepo movie. But and then I think I'm not sure though, but I feel like the girl that he sat beside in the AA meetings was his other daughter.
Yeah.
Because they looked identical.
Well,
like,
at the end there was that weird.
She made a reference to being to like her
Dad.
dad. Yeah.
yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I think that's,
But there was
Um,
all sort. Like I'm positive that the girl, the blonde chick that was working at the golf town, she's some sort of Instagram golf girl or something. I'm
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Like I think that movie was full of like.
Yeah, cameos.
What's his face? Taylor Swift's boyfriend was.
Oh, yeah, Travis
Kelsey.
Kelce.
Yeah, Kelly. He was the waiter.
Kelsey. Eric.
Kelsey, sorry, whatever. He got
Yeah, he
tied
was
up.
the-
He
he
got
was
tied
the-
up and covered in honey.
Yeah, he was the
Mr. Taylor
waiter.
Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the waiter.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like there was.
Did you guys know that? I didn't even know this. Maya Rudolph was a sports network anchor covering the new rivalry. I didn't know that was Maya Rudolph.
Was she?
Well,
I
it says.
Yeah.
didn't recognize her.
Unless ChatGPT failed us wrong.
Which is very possible, but
It's
yeah,
happened.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, there was a ton of. You could probably have like a drinking game.
Yeah.
Drink
Yeah.
responsibly, everybody, but
Yes.
every cameo because there was tons of them.
Totally.
All right, so we talked about the cameos. I mean, there's probably tons that we're totally missing.
Oh,
but
there's so many of them. Yeah.
there's notable themes and moments that I'll just briefly read off. Tons of nostalgia and references to the original film. Like Eric, that seemed to very bother Eric that there was so many. I do agree at one point there was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But another Bob Barker nod handled respectfully via archive footage and a tribute moment.
God,
Bob.
Rest in peace, Bob.
I know.
Have your pet spayed or neutered.
Classic happy style temper tantrums, but now with reading glasses. Not as many, which I'm glad for because that was really annoying in the first one. The like stupid little like "Rah!" like temper
Yeah,
tantrums.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
relax.
That
it's
was
fine.
just a bit kind of being like angry and yelling over the top.
Yeah.
Really loud.
I do
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
say though, like, he's had the Adam Sandler style since the 90s. He gives 0 Fs.
Oh, he just
Oh, yeah.
dresses for comfort. Yeah.
Yeah.
and in
exactly.
Happy Gilmore too, it was like I was like this like he literally just wore what he wears out. In
Yo,
public.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You see pictures of him out. You
Yeah.
know, but yeah, he's.
Good for him. Though.
Yeah, hey, dresses for comfort.
We have like $1 billion. Who cares?
250 million
His
net worth.
this is net worth.
250
Oh, I
million.
thought that was his Netflix contract.
Well, that was, but apparently his net worth is 250 million.
Either way, if I have $250 million, I'm dressed in what I feel like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's him
exactly.
in basketball. Yeah, I know he loves basketball, so he's always
Yeah.
ready for a game of pickup.
I don't know what this means, but Shooter's villain arc goes full on cartoonish, and it kind of works. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, they made him like
Super weird.
well because
like,
over the
he
insane
obviously
asylum.
he obviously had a full on breakdown
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
first movie. So, but yeah, like the whole like with him with the pancakes and like being naked when he gets out of the
yeah.
even when they're talking they're gonna release him right and they asked about the gold jacket and he's like
Yeah.
goes all
Yeah.
crazy.
Gets nuts.
And then new training montage that parodies the original one. Yes, the alligator comes back. I don't remember the training montage. According to Eric, he didn't train with Jack. He just woke up and played ball.
It didn't stick with me. Honestly, if he had a big training montage in the second one, it didn't stick with
No,
me.
because he goes and finds Chubbs' son, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's got Chubbs' son, who also has a wooden hand.
Yeah, what's it? I don't know the guy's name, but he was great in Ewell from Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
So really quickly, some reception or general public reception of the movie. Lots of fans are divided. Some love the nostalgia and goofy charm. Others felt it leaned too heavily on the past. I think that's fair. It seems to be what we all kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so hard because it's such a huge movie and it's been such a long time that.
Anytime they kind of revive a movie like 30 years
it's
later,
tough.
it's a huge hill to climb. And
Well,
it's just
And I don't.
name me a movie that's done it well.
And
Well,
I
that's what I was
don't-
going to say. Even look
but-
at like Anchorman 2
But
that
I-
came out like
years
relatively
after.
close to
Yeah.
But
that
I
one, and it
don't.
was still.
The problem is that they're never ever going to be successful like the first one because everybody expects it to like. Would they be happy if it was a literal scene by scene retake in now time? Is
No.
that what people want? Like that's not what's going to
no, and
happen.
that's
No,
right?
exactly.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's impossible because people want it to be like the first.
Yeah.
Again, I will say it's not my favorite movie ever. I'm probably never going to watch it again, but I will say that I think again that it started out doing a really good job
It
as a sequel 30
started
years
out.
later.
I was like, okay, like, it wasn't the, but it started out. I'm like, okay, you know what? Like,
It's not so terrible.
it's doing okay, and
But
then it kind of was like
that tournament part just ruined it. That if that tournament part had been half of what it was, the movie didn't need to be over 2 hours long.
No, it was way too long.
Yeah.
Totally agree on that point.
Critics mixed reviews, but praise for Sandler's return to his roots. I mean, he played the character well. I mean, as like he was obviously more depressed and like an alcoholic, but
Yeah.
apparently Rotten Tomatoes, and I never know is the higher score better or the lower score.
higher score. You want 100%. Would be like,
Oh, it got
perfect mix.
78%.
Jesus.
wow,
Okay.
that's
Wow.
actually way harder than I thought.
Yeah.
It's great for fans of the original, casual comedy lovers, anyone who likes seeing golf chaotic again. I mean, I would just think if you like Adam Sandler, watch it.
If you're looking for a golf movie,
Yeah.
Now,
No. Not this
maybe
one.
not.
They
I don't
did.
know.
Steve pointed this out, but they, which made me not like the movie. Right
What
there. No, I'm
happened?
just kidding.
yeah.
But that guy who was dressed like in the audience when they panned the crowd and he was wearing the red pants and stuff.
Oh, there's a guy dressed like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Oh
from,
yeah, that was great from
Yeah.
Caddyshack.
from
That
Caddyshack,
you
yeah.
liked?
Yeah, I recognized the room. It was like, oh, that's Rodney
The
Dangerfield's
suit,
clothes. Yeah, the
he's got
suit.
Yeah.
the suit, yeah.
It's got like the red pants and,
And
the
the
striped
bright
top.
jacket, yeah.
So here is a few little spoiler alert highlights that I'll read off and then you guys can kind of give me your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just reading. Shooter McGavin is now a flashy golf commentator and influencer. He's still bitter, still smug, still obsessed with beating Happy. I think we talked about his character. It was a little over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an emotional moment where Happy visits a golf course named after Chubbs Peterson. He talks to a photo of him and leaves a prosthetic alligator head on a bench. I'm not going to lie. When I was watching the first one, I didn't realize Chubbs died. All of a sudden, I was like, where's Chubbs?
He fell out the window.
Oh
Steve's
my
like,
God.
he died.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, he's
The
gone.
Bob Barker tribute. There's a sweet moment with Happy watching a clip of his old fight with Bob, followed by a simple rest in peace Bob graphic. I don't remember that happening.
No, I remember their video game
Yeah.
that they put out for Happy Gilmore. He was fighting Bob Barker in that.
Yeah,
Well, maybe that's
he was,
what they're-
he was annoyed. He's like a little too realistic.
Yeah.
He said watching a clip of his old fight with Bob. I don't know.
I remember Bob kind of appeared like in the sky with other people who had died.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of them are just kind of stuff we've already talked about, so we can skip on to that. Do you want to do some hot takes, or is there
Let's-
any other?
Let's do hot takes.
Okay. Here's some question prompts for you, fellas.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
ready.
I'm gonna throw this one to Steve first, and then
Oh.
Eric can follow up.
Okay.
Was the sequel made for fans, or was it just riding the nostalgia train a little too hard?
That's weird because I think that's kind of one of the same, but I definitely would nostalgia train a little too hard. But
Would
that's-
you say it was like this movie was made for already fans of Happy Gilmore?
Oh yeah, if you weren't a fan of Happy Gilmore, then I don't know why you would ever watch this.
Yeah. What about you, Eric?
I think it hit the nostalgia train way too hard.
Yeah.
And I think the flashbacks are key. Like I don't think it was made just for fans because fans get the references, right?
Yeah.
There's no need to flashback to clips from the original movie if you're a fan of the first
Yeah.
one.
True.
I'm just trying to remember, like, I know you keep talking about that, but I remember them seeing him Happy Place and stuff like that, but Was there a lot of other ones?
There was the Ben Stiller one where he's like, "You're in my world now" or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then a flashback to the first one. He said the same thing. I'm like, I know the reference. I didn't need to see the clip over again.
I'm gonna be honest, as somebody like I okay. This is my honest opinion before we go to the next one.
Yeah.
I feel like Steve probably went into this with a little bit more of an open mind of what to expect. And no, and I'm not saying this to be an asshole. I'm saying this just based on your. And I feel like Eric definitely had some expectations going into it, and that's fine because somebody as me who is really not a fan either way.
Yeah, you kind of had no.
I don't think it was. I feel like, at least for me, watching them back to back, that the flashbacks weren't as bad as.
No,
Eric
that's why I was
were?
getting on. I'm like, I don't remember. Like, I know there was flashbacks, but you're clearly triggered by them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like,
I was
Yeah.
really triggered. I'm like, why they show me a clip from the first movie?
yeah, I was
With
like, I
the
don't
whole
remember.
Ben Stiller thing, you're in my world now. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, this is unnecessary.
Okay, yeah,
But
no,
you've
that's what I was asking.
seen
Because
the
I'm like,
first
I don't
movie.
remember
Yeah,
anything being
but
so.
I-
At least I didn't find anything so offensive in any of the flashbacks. I was like, did I miss some or something? Because
It just seemed like if they're gonna make a reference, like it should be strong enough to stand on its own. And I thought it was, so that's why I'm like, why don't you
Yeah.
show me the clip from the first movie? Like
Because they're
I
also
get this.
probably trying to attract people that have like never seen any of them. Like, what about like
say
you know?
you're watching it with your dad
Yeah,
at 10 right now.
which is why you watch the first one first.
Yeah, but not.
and then watch
or
the
The
what
second
if-
first one was a little more. Depending on how old your kids are, like I
No,
said,
but,
there
like,
was,
what
there's
if-
a reason I think there was no
What,
swearing in
hold
this one
on.
and
What
stuff.
if like my nephew who's 9 years old just was like on Netflix, like, oh, this looks funny. Like, I mean, not that okay, bad
Yeah.
example, but like a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old who, you know, they wouldn't know if they haven't seen the first. I just think I understand what you're saying, but I also just again from
I think
somebody
it just undermines the audience's intelligence because even if you don't get the reference, it might pique your interest to be like, oh, I should watch the first one because that's kind of funny.
Yes, but I also think we're talking about a literal slapstick comedy movie that you have to have zero intelligence to watch.
Comedy can be intelligent.
It can. I'm not saying it's not. I mean, that
Yeah.
kind of comedy. And I'm not like your obviously your opinion's your opinion. I
Yeah.
just feel like maybe you went in expecting a lot more.
I went in really wanted to like this movie.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
See, I was the opposite. I went in thinking this is going to be
yeah.
shit. I
Yeah.
figured it was going to be terrible.
Because I love the first the
Yeah.
first couple Adam Sandler movies, like Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Waterboy. Like I love those movies.
Yeah.
So I was hoping like it was going to be more of a return to that,
But-
and it really just didn't hit the
But
mark
realistically, could it have ever hit that mark for you?
I think it would have been awful if they had tried to.
for me.
If they had tried to make a Billy like a Happy Gilmore
yeah,
at 55, but like
30
the
years
first
ago.
one would have been an awful movie. I think.
absolutely agree with that. Yeah, exactly. I was hoping it would be like the Happy Gilmore character with some sort of a new like twist to it or something, some of a new story altogether.
Yeah.
that was still really funny and good, but not a rehash of the first movie.
See, to me, the thing that shocked me the most about this entire movie was Shooter McGavin.
Yeah,
I thought like for sure it was going to be some sort of showdown face up between the two.
Yeah, like
and
they'd
that
still be
never
rivals.
I couldn't.
No.
I was shocked at that.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
was such a huge part of the first
No,
one.
exactly. So
because they set him up. He was going to be on the other
Yeah.
league, but
But
he
they
didn't
ended
do
up
it.
being
Yeah,
friends.
They ended up
Yeah.
being friends. I was completely shocked at that.
Yeah.
Went the way it did. Yeah, like I was like I had no idea what this movie
Well,
was
the
about.
villain actually turned out to be the head of the
And
league.
Haley Joel Osment.
He didn't
Yeah.
age well.
I don't know if I should say this or not, but like
That's fine.
his head grew, but his face didn't.
No, he's a very odd shaped
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He's funny as hell though. I've
No,
seen
he
him
was
in a ton
funny,
of
yeah.
movies and stuff like that. But yeah, but
He
Yeah.
was a cameo. We forgot.
He was a
Another
cameo,
one, yeah,
another
yeah.
good cameo, yeah.
But yeah, no, that's to me that shocked me the most. Surprised me the most was
Yeah,
the lack of the happy.
they didn't really tie that storyline back in.
Well, they had that really, really, which I thought was a really stupid fight
Yeah,
in that graveyard full of headstones from all these
Oh
old
my
characters. I'm like
god,
that,
yeah,
yeah,
and that is kind of where they became friends
yeah,
yeah.
over that fist fight. I was like, that to me that didn't work at all.
No, exactly, and like,
And it was just some really stupid jokes, like the
the lady who had the air conditioning fall on
help
her.
me, Mister.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, that whole scene and Bob Barker's buried there and stuff. It was just
Yeah,
weird. Like I was really, really surprised that they didn't go down the Shooter versus Happy.
the rivalry.
yeah, surprised they just kind of wrapped it up so
All right.
quickly and they became like friends.
So we've already kind of answered a few of these other ones already, but I'm going to just ask this one. Though I think we answered it in between things, but just sort of like a yes or no.
Yep.
Steve, would this movie still work for someone who's never seen the original?
Yeah. If you could 100% watch this without having seen Happy Gilmore 1. It explained,
Yeah.
the backstory of Happy Gilmore 1 isn't a super complicated
Well,
one.
but they also did it right at the beginning.
Yeah, but you could 100%
Yeah.
watch this without having seen it. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Eric, I'll ask you the same thing, but I feel like I know your answer.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to watch that. You don't have to watch the first one to watch the second one
Because there was so many flashbacks.
because they retold half of the second movie is the first movie, anyways.
So here's some, I don't know, let me here. Okay, well, here's a then versus now. Happy Gilmore 96 versus Happy Gilmore 2 2025. So the tone at Happy Gilmore 96, I'm going to say 1 and 2, just so it's easier.
Yeah.
The tone of number 1 was wildly raunchy 90s sports comedy. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Number 2, nostalgic, more polished with callbacks.
Yep.
I'd agree with that too.
Oh, 100%.
I don't
Yeah.
think the like super raunchy 90s would have hit the same as it did in the 90s.
No, I think if you had Happy Gilmore trying to like, trick girls into making out with him on the ice rink today
Yeah.
would not have been.
There
No.
was that
Yeah.
scene where there
I mean,
were,
not that there was anything really crazy
Yeah,
about
no.
it,
Yeah.
but just yeah.
or like my thing is the one of the most annoying scenes in the first one for me, just because I just don't like this kind of like whatever, it's just annoying. But when the girl leaves the apartment and he's talking to her through the intercom and he starts like licking the intercom, pretending he's like talking
to where
baby
he's
talk.
making out, yeah.
But like, so you guys think that's funny? That's fine with me. I was just like, oh my god, this is so.
That's
lame.
funny juvenile humor that like a 20-year-old can pull off.
Exactly.
55-year-old Adam Sandler couldn't pull that
couldn't
off.
have done
Or
that.
not
No.
even then the next part of that when who comes up? It's
And he
the
sleeps with the
like
old.
65-year-old woman who hears him comes
Yeah.
up and then
Yeah.
Sleeps with her.
And Adam
Yeah.
Sandler actually makes reference to that in the second movie, right? Because
Yeah.
his fantasy in the first one was the Julie Bowen character on a bed with beer and stuff.
Yeah.
And then in the second movie, he starts going to that happy place.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I need to make this more age appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it changes, right?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not.
Yeah.
So Happy's role, number 1, a rookie with anger issues and big dreams, and number 2, mentor coaching the next generation. I mean, I guess.
Yeah. Well, kind of, because I mean, he shows up when he goes to like the clubhouse and he's wearing the gold jacket and like
Yeah.
talking to the young guys and stuff. It was sort of the whole fact that Happy Gilmore became like one of the world's best golfers was sort of a weird
Not really
angle.
believable twist.
But like,
Yeah.
it's like, are those movies supposed to be
Well, no, but that's
believable
what I'm
for real
saying.
life?
No, I mean,
Like, it's a
clearly it's
made
all.
up
I mean,
world.
clearly, I mean, the guy.
So, side note, I was reading on Wikipedia about them writing this movie, and Adam Sandler said he started writing this movie because he literally had a thought of a hockey player who plays golf. Like, that was it. And I think it was
Yeah.
loosely based on one of his friends or something like that. But he said that originally when they were writing it, they had like the PGA. It was the PGA Tour wearing the green jackets.
Yeah.
But they were all like, well, no, like you can't really make fun of it like that. So then they changed it to the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the Masters. And in the PGA Tour, you win the Masters tournament, you get a green jacket.
And
But
like
it's
a
very
whole-
prestigious.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
pinnacle
yeah.
of golf.
So I just thought that was a funny little story. So they changed
Yeah.
it to
Well,
the,
it's even
like,
funny too because if you look back, like when Happy Gilmore came out, like that's around the you started having the rise
Tiger
of Tiger
Woods.
Woods. So you started to get this
Oh,
new
yeah.
surge of golf fans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And even now, though, you look at golf with like you watch like those waste management tours
yeah.
Yeah.
when they play there, and like people are just going like bonkers.
People are bombed off on the
And just-
stands off the green,
yeah,
going
like
crazy.
it is more
More of that.
like Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore. It sounds stupid. It kind of
Yeah.
helped, and with Tiger
Bring,
Woods,
bring the
and
bring the everyman into the golf
making
world.
golf cool because
Yeah.
before that golf was like
sucks.
Very
rich
stuck
old
up and-
men and
yeah.
stuffy and not fun.
Yeah.
Okay, reception. Number 1, cult classic beloved by fans. I'd say that's fair. Number 2, mixed reviews, strong nostalgia appeal. I would say I feel like the reviews are really, it's interesting because like I expected, honestly, because remakes 30 years later, never, or reboot, whatever,
Yeah,
never,
yeah.
ever, ever do well.
No.
So I'm surprised that the overwhelming response is mixed and not like, wow, this was just horseshit.
I think what saved it was the first half of it.
I think so,
I
right?
think
Like,
if
do
it
you-
had been all
That
that, crazy
tournament?
maxi golf,
Yeah.
that would have
Too over the top.
But like Eric, since Steve and I seem to sort of have the same thought on that, like, do you feel like that? Like, I know you don't like the movie, but I'm saying if you had like the first half was better than the second half.
I think that's fair. The first half was better than the second half, but I didn't like the first half either.
Like there was just, I feel like there was potential. For me, the first half was like, this is what I would expect
Yeah.
from rebooting a 90s slapstick comedy.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is what I would expect, right? So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, they're not going too crazy. It's not like, it's crazy because it's like a comedy, but it's not cool. And then, yeah, it just went it was just too
Yeah,
much.
then it kind of went too. Yeah, that's what I
I went
felt
too
like.
screwball with the
It
Max
wouldn't.
tournament.
Yeah,
And maybe if
like,
it wasn't so long.
That too. Just
Yeah, like I said, to me, the biggest disappointment was the whole happy shooter
Yeah.
yeah,
arcs and how
'Cause that was
I
so,
thought that
like-
was going to be totally different.
yeah.
Legacy, iconic 90s quotable lines. Yeah. And number 2, sequel aimed at fans with a mix of old and new. I'd say that fair. I think they were definitely trying to keep the fans, you guys from the 90s, and have new fans of the franchise.
Oh yeah. They were trying to. This thing was never like
No.
trying to redo a
It
movie
never
like that.
works.
You're gonna piss off
But that's what I'm
either the
saying.
old fans like this is garbage, or new fans are gonna be like, what the heck? Like
What is this?
But
Yeah.
that's what
can't-
I'm
yeah.
saying. I'm surprised. I'm slightly impressed that the reviews are just
No,
sort of
when
a
you
mix.
said the Rotten Tomatoes was at 73%, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that's way higher than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like
I thought it was
I
going to
would be
be
shocked for any Adam Sandler movie in the 70%, to be honest. Like,
That's,
Yeah.
that's pretty shocking.
you
yeah.
know, Adam Sandler gets ragged on all the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have thought that would have been like 12%.
Yeah, exactly. The bottom.
Yeah, and not just because of this movie, but because it's Adam Sandler
Why
movie.
people
you know?
don't like Adam Sandler?
Well, I mean, his character, the way
For
he
the
talks,
last-
like,
Well,
I'm
they're
not-
annoying.
His
Yeah.
movies for the last 20 years haven't, been on par with
no, but
his
even
early
like
stuff.
Billy Madison and stuff like that, like,
Well, he
Yeah.
plays
I
a
know
very
that, but,
he plays a very juvenile.
well, that,
Yeah.
like, he does the stupid voices and stuff like that. That he's a
Yeah.
lot of people, you know.
Like I stand Adam Sandler in Spanglish.
That was
Oh,
good.
yeah, but that was like
I know, but I'm just saying
that wasn't a Happy Madison production.
No, that was one of his more
obviously, I
dramatic
know.
ones.
Just
Yeah.
like
It
he
was-
I mean, he's great, like in Uncut Gems. Like he was fantastic in that movie.
yeah.
You know.
Or
I did.
Punch Drunk
Oh,
Love.
Yeah.
I hated that movie.
Okay.
Really?
Not-
No,
not-
that was
not-
on PT.
not
That was
Chris
Paul
fan.
Thomas Anderson, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
that was a
good.
great
I didn't
movie.
like it.
But so he's
No, he's
He
done
can,
good
he, can,
stuff.
he can do serious movies well.
yeah.
But
he's-
even like in Spanglish, like obviously it was a serious role, but there was still the sarcastic humor, right? Like he's still kind of
Yeah.
well, like
I mean, I just don't remember the movie.
Yeah,
to be
it was
honest.
good.
Wasn't
But-
wasn't there a sandwich or something in that
It's
movie?
a very,
It was
very
an egg
popular
sandwich.
sandwich. The egg
but
sandwich.
it was
yeah.
just but
Yeah.
like it he just plays but he always when he's not doing the like Happy Madison shit any other characters, he just has the very like even demeanor, like just very like kind of like
Yeah.
dopey, but like
A little dopey, very relatable, I want to say.
yeah, like he's
yeah,
like
yeah.
an average middle-aged man or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know,
Even for his movies, like he's clearly not to be, but he's not getting like all.
no, he
You
doesn't
see,
care.
you see the pictures like Sacha Baron Cohen for he's going to be
Yeah,
in the
he's
Avengers
a little
movie.
jacked now.
They're
Yeah.
like crazy jacked and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But no, and I mean, like I said, I think I don't think he has a wardrobe department. He literally is just like, I'm wearing what I wear
I
to
think
work.
he just
is-
chooses.
Yeah.
He chooses style over comfort. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
good
I
for
mean,
him.
I like Adam Sandler, like as an actor more than I don't like him. I would say I can't
Yeah.
think of everything he's been
I
in,
think-
but I mean,
exactly. Like I like Adam Sandler as an actor. I think I don't know him clearly, but I think like I get the vibe that he's a very good dude.
Genuine.
Genuine. He looks after his friends. Like his friends are always in his movies getting cameos and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah.
many? Even like I don't know the guy's name. The guy with the one cross eye.
Oh yeah.
He was in it
He,
again.
he was like the guard in
He
the
was in
insane
the
asylum.
Yeah, even I don't know, but he's been in a ton of his. But he was the coach in The Water Boy. He
Yeah.
was the crazy guy on the beach when he
Yeah.
was. It's like all these people. Yeah, I know. And
So that right there, like he looks after his friends. He makes sure they're all taken care of. He
Yeah.
gives them bit parts in his movies.
yeah.
and also just as we're talking about, like guy's been in the movie business for 30 years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't think of any stories you ever heard about him.
No.
Scandals
Scandals
yeah.
or anything like that at all. Like he just seems like just a regular.
He
down-to-earth
just seems
dude
like a
having fun.
very average guy. Like he's unassuming. Like
Yeah.
I mean, his children are obviously older, like late teens, early 20s. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he's obviously been with his wife for at least that amount of time. Like he just seems
Yeah.
very like just an unassuming regular guy who happens to make movies and have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he makes them with the people he likes hanging out with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, he's living the dream, really, right? Like when you
Yeah.
love to write movies and just produce them and have
good.
your.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
he's
I actually, this just reminded me. A while back, I had stumbled across a TikTok, and it was like somebody was like a personal chef for like a celebrity in the house, right? Like that
Yeah.
was their job. They were the chef. It was a younger girl, and she obviously couldn't say who her client was, but I think at some point they said it was okay or something, whatever. And it ended up being it was Adam Sandler's house that she was the chef at.
oh.
Like she wasn't there every day, but there
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be
yeah.
like whatever.
yeah.
And she literally was just like, you know, talking about how, and I mean, I don't know why she lies. She just wouldn't say anything, right? But saying how the family, he was very friendly. He would always come in and he would like, while she was cooking, because obviously they have a chef's kitchen, right? It's not like their main kitchen.
Yeah.
He'd come in, he would like chat with her. They would like talk about what they're going to have for dinner. And like, he would like, you know, just very like, not like she was staff. You know?
Yeah. He wouldn't come and do this, do that. That doesn't surprise me at all.
I strive to be like, if I'm ever in a position where I have money and I hire people to help out with things, I strive to be the person that doesn't treat people like, you know, just like, you know what, even though I'm paying you, I appreciate you being here and whatever.
Channel their inner Adam Sandler.
No, but and again, maybe, who knows? I mean, if he was a douchebag though, we would know. There would be stories.
There'd be stories.
100%, yeah.
There would be stories. Like, not everybody would keep quiet about it. So I think the general, when you hear the name Adam Sandler, you think nice, unassuming, regular guy.
Good guy, yeah. Funny as hell, too. I loved his albums and stuff growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on Saturday Night Live. Obviously, he was on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, well.
One more question.
Oh, no.
Stream it or skip it?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to answer this first. I'm going to say, as somebody who's a mediocre fan and watched it just to do this podcast, if you like the first one, I say watch it. Just, you know, set your expectations realistically. But watch it for the nostalgia. Watch it to say you did.
Sounds good. Are you, Eric?
I gotta say,
I don't think there's any.
It's a lot.
I gotta say, skip it. I mean, watch the first Happy Gilmore and just let that story end where it did there.
Fair enough.
I will say, as much as I do agree, I'll say stream it. Give it a watch.
Just for the nostalgia. At the very
I mean,
least.
it's definitely the worst movie I've ever seen. It's not. I don't think it's Adam Sandler's worst movie by any stretch of the imagination. Is it his best? Absolutely not. But yeah, give it a stream. Take it out. But I don't know. Definitely, if you really want to watch Happy Gilmore, stick to the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, somebody has no opinion either way. Like I said, the first part was good, then it went downhill. So just keep that in mind. But with that being said, obviously we kind of all sort of had varying thoughts on it. Some were more passionate than others. Eric truly didn't like the flashbacks. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Again, I think
this was a problem.
I think it's just because you had very high expectations going in. And that's fine.
I did, because I hold the first Happy Gilmore as just like a high esteem in my head.
It was never going to reach that.
Never could.
And I think you knew that.
I knew that, but I thought I was hoping it would get a little close.
And I think
it didn't come close.
I think Steve went in thinking it was going to be a total dumpster fire.
Yeah, I went in,
And I went in not knowing anything because I hadn't even seen the first one. So 3 totally different opinions on that. Take that for what it is. If you guys have seen it, comment below. Let us know your thoughts on it.
Absolutely, yes. Let us know.
Would you stream it or skip it? If you've already seen it, let us know. But that's it for today's podcast. We thank you so very much for listening, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Everybody.
Bye-bye.
Tap, tap, tap. Oh, I was going to do that. Bye.